Okay, so as a BCBA, I'm going to explain social media from a behavioral perspective. As a BCBA, board certified behavioral analyst, we analyze behavior and we analyze the environment, right? We understand how behavior works and what contributes, and we understand what's motivating for people, and we understand why something would be not so motivating, or like you're going to abate it, or like, you're going to EO, or you're going to have an EO, or you're going to have an AE. Evoking or abating. Evoking means like, oh yeah, bring it on. It's gonna like, oh, you want that? Like evoking, like, oh my gosh, yes, I want that. And then abating is like, like, no, I'm not like trying to get there. Like a bait, like like you have a bait on a fish, and you have to wait until you catch something. It's like that bait is not like, nope, you ain't gonna catch me. And when you realize that every single thing that someone does is either because they're motivated by it or it's not, right? So when you think of motivation and not motivated, you think of reinforced and punished, right? It's not reinforcing for some people, and then for some it's reinforcing. Reinforcing as in it's motivating for them to continue to engage with that behavior, to constantly get reinforced. And it's being maintained if it's getting reinforced, right? So they're going to go to people that are reinforcing that type of behavior. So you know how they say like you are who you hang out with? Yeah, you hang out with people that's going to be reinforcing the behavior that you want to be engaging in. That's why when you grow, like you grow apart from different friends. Like think about it. Like think about all the different friend groups that you've been in. And it's like, oh my gosh, like you look back and like, oh my God, I forgot I used to hang out with her or him. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, we used to always go there and I would never step foot in that place again. You see what I mean? It's like you outgrow things once you become wiser and you have more experience and exposure, and you really take in your environment. Because when you really realize that you're in charge of where you put yourself, you're in charge of who you hang out with, you're in charge of how much money you make, you're in charge of the attitude you want to maintain, you're in charge of your mindset, you're in charge of reinforcing yourself. So like at the end of the day, when you realize like, damn, it's really me against me, and like I'm in competition with myself and I don't compete with nobody, I'm upbringing everybody. Like if I can make your life easier, when you realize that you're only competing with yourself, the world is such a happier place because nobody could get you upset. Why would I get upset over your perspective? I respect your perspective. Like let's agree to disagree. You have yours, I have mine. We can still be friends. My heart is not big enough to hold any type of grudge. You could have done me wrong, like did the worst to me, and I'd still be like, oh, okay, like, yeah, that's fine. And I would never make you feel uncomfortable, but I would never reinforce, like on purpose, hang out in your area. So it's like, hey, we're good. Like, that's it. Like, I'm not hanging around you because I know that I'm in charge of my environment. So why would I want to keep in contact with somebody that did me wrong? It's like, hey, I could forgive you, but I'm just never going to see you again because I'm going to put you on extinction. That's it. And that's how you, this is it. Respect and boundaries are in the same category. So when you start respecting yourself, that's when you put boundaries on others so that they don't disrespect you to the level where you think is disrespectful. And where it's like, wow, I thought you would have thought better than that of me. So it's like, okay, if that's how you feel about me, then I no longer serve any value in your life, because I would never think that low, like, and keep that around. Like, you see what I mean? I want everyone in my presence to be reinforced by me. So if I'm no longer reinforcing to you, that's fine. I get it. I'm not for everybody. That's my whole point. So it's like, I don't need to have a question mark Roman. Like, I could read vibes real good because I'm a behavioral analyst. I know what you're reinforcing. I know what you're not. And I know, I'm telling you, once you know ABA, you really understand the concept of like a lot of different avenues and how people treat you. ABA, when you really understand ABA, you understand the reflection of you. You understand the reflection in the mirror because you know what you represent. You know what kind of relationships you want to carry on. You know the boundaries that you're going to be placed on you. You know that what you're not going to tolerate in a relationship. You know, like how driven you are and how determined and how you are only in charge of your environment, and you're supposed to be reinforcing yourself every single day. You need to learn something new every single day to better who you were yesterday, to be that person where you want to be in the future, because you should always be thinking so highly of you that every day is a day closer to your future. And so it's like, why can't I accomplish that? How do I accomplish that? Oh, there's a TA. Okay, I got to do this first, so let me go do it. Hey, you've done it before. Can you share what you did so that I could cut all the short steps because you have the knowledge? Yeah, absolutely. Like, if I could be your short step to life, yo, what do you need help with? Let me give you a behavioral perspective of things. Because if you're trying to get somewhere, there's response, effort, and things to consider. Okay, and as behavior analysts, we analyze all those different variables: time, duration, response effort, intensity, proximity, duration. Do you see what I mean? Like, hello, I hope this is clicking. If this is clicking, say click, click, click. So, this was all about social media behavior, and I was talking about TikTok. I love TikTok. Instagram is not my new baby. It's like, hey. So, anyways, listen. Instagram can only put 2 minutes, 90 seconds. So my videos on TikTok are like longer content. So it's like a whole story. So if you want longer content formation, like this type of content from me, where I'm chilling and I'm just blabbing around, then you're going to want to be on my TikTok. Instagram, I'm pairing with my resource knowledge. All the resources that I have, the visuals that I have, those are all based off of my resources that I have. So if you enjoy my visuals on my Instagram, then go get my resource. I put the guide at the end of it. Like, oh, go grab this guide. And if you grab that guide, then that's you supporting me and reinforcing what I'm doing. So if all this knowledge I'm sharing is reinforcing and you're gaining some knowledge from it and you're like, wow, thank you. And I know I thank a lot of people because I give them another perspective, which is my whole point of behavioral perspective, right? Then you just be reinforcing me and supporting my business. So that's all it is. I'm sharing all my knowledge for free. There's no gatekeeping here. What I tell you. But if you want to reinforce me, then go buy my guide. It's $6. And it's so knowledgeable. You're going to enjoy reading them. They're fun reads. Think of it like a little mini ABA series. Like, learn ABA micro. Like, it's literally a guide. I'm going to make that a chat. I'm just going to make it the ABA, like, ABA ADC dictionary. Like, oh, go grab this guide and we're going to review. It's a supervision. Oh my God. Oh my God. Somebody wants to collaborate with me about supervision too. I have so many collabs coming, yo. There's so many people that's going to be very happy in the future. You guys just have to always remember, you need to be your biggest fan. 100%. You, especially when it comes to becoming an entrepreneur, this is going to be one of my long videos. And I hope it's targeting the right people. Like, if this really resonates, just chill. Because there's a reason why I'm sharing all these different points and like all my stories are all over the place. Like, because you see how it just like unlocks another door that I have to make sure that you understand. Because it's like a shaping step. It's like a shaping process of my brain, right? Because it's like all these things that are connected in some way, some shape, somehow, and they keep coming together at some point. So it's just like one of those, like, you know, those weird ass game movies that they always put on, like like every couple of years it's like a game movie, like. You know, where it's like a game and it's like a tunnel and they gotta solve a puzzle. That's like my brain. So anyways, my whole point is you need to really always just strive for a little bit every day and don't doubt yourself, yo. You need to, I'm telling you, don't be shy. If you want to know where you're going, you need to go ask the people that went there. And ask them, like, hey, I'm so-and-so. I'm trying to do exactly what you're doing. Do you mind meeting? Do you have time to talk? I'd like to hear your point of view, if you don't mind. Like, or can you direct me in this? What do you think I should do next? Like, give them a choice. Like, why? Like, now that I'm learning, and I've been working on my business for the past year. So, like, my calendar. Look at my calendar that I had just posted. It was like July, nothing. My first business meeting was with Mundo Pato, United TI. And it was for publishing my stuff on their platform. And then it turned into so much other stuff. And like, it's so crazy. Like, it's a beautiful thing. It's so beautiful to watch. I actually got a meeting with them tomorrow for a big deal. But my whole point is I took the initiative. I'm not having fear hold me back. Like, don't, oh, I see this. Everything is an opportunity. Let people know what you're doing. If something that they say sounds interesting, ask to learn more about it, just so you could kind of pick up knowledge early on and you know you're aware of it. Because if it was intriguing to you, that means you were interested in some way and you know it, you might be useful in the future. So it's like, yeah, let me hear about this now that since you have my attention and you're bringing it to me. You know what I mean? It's like a thank you. I forgot what my last point was, but listen, if you're with me, I got you. There's no gatekeeping here. I'm giving y'all all the deets. And I want to let you know, I'm frugal. So if I'm being frugal, I will always be a frugal person because I would never put something I want to spend money on like that. Like the value, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, if I'm telling you, I love to save money, and ask all my friends. I be saving all my money. That's why you think I've been able to live off my savings since I had my daughter. 17 months.